Hi everyone, this is Liz from Creative Life of Liz, and I'm here to do my June setup in my reading journal, book Bujo, whatever it's called. This is an artist Loft dot grid that I got from Michaels. Before we get started on the June setups, I do want to briefly go through the things that you haven't seen since I did my last setup. So the beginning stuff you saw, today is the 28th. I have managed to read every day thus far, and I have been keeping up with my goals. So doing overall pretty well there. Also making good progress on the 52 book club challenge. Hopefully I can get a lot more of that done. I just need to not forget that there's one that I can't do until September. That's going to be important to remember. I'm also keeping up on the buzzword challenge, and I finished the 25 in 2025 challenge. And then made a little bit more progress on the Pop Sugar challenge. I am going to have to start being a little bit more intentional, I think, to finish off the rest of these as they start to be a little bit more difficult for me to fulfill. And then I have fulfilled the spring challenges for Romanceopoly, so I will just not be doing anything for that until July 1st. So with that, that's the kind of yearly stuff. And then if we move into the back, here's my April wrap up and stats. I did manage to do 30 books in 30 days, about 9,000 pages. So shorter books, but you know, still a good amount of reading. No DNFs. Highest rating was a 4.5. Lowest was a 3-star. Average rating of 3.6. Took me about 2 days to finish my books. Everything was pretty fine. I feel like in general in April, my favorite book was Lunar Boy by Jessenson Bujo. This was a really beautiful story and really beautiful illustrations, so definitely recommend that. I also enjoyed Karaoke Queen, My Best Friend's Honeymoon, Touch and Excess, and A Gentleman's Gentleman. So I think overall some fun reads, just nothing that is going to be an all-time favorite essentially. Looking at May, my monthly page has not changed, and then I started just going through the books that I was reading during the month. It was a very mediocre start to the month. Nothing was like bad. It was just all like fine essentially. Got some more here. I did do the 52 book club May mini. I had to white out a few things. Not sure if you can see that because I realized that I did the mini wrong, but got that sorted out and got those tasks done. I did do the final book support group, which was quite fun. And then I have a little more reading here. There are still about 3.5 days left this month. However, I don't expect to read a ton of books, especially a ton of books that require me to track readathons and things like that. I think probably the rest of the books of the month are just going to be books that I'm reading for fun. So I think the rest of this page should be enough for those books. And then these 2 pages will be used for my stats. So then that puts the start of June right here. So for June, like you have seen and will see with my other planners, I'm kind of going with like a 80s-esque theme. So I have this Simply Gilded washi that's neon pink with silver hollow bows. And then I also have this skinnier Simply Gilded that's kind of like blue to pink ombre with black and silver hollow confetti. And then to go with that, I have this pink click art pen. Not sure what color it's called. I don't read Japanese. And then I have what I think is the matching mile liner to go with it. And then I did also pull out this Uniball blue black super skinny pen just in case. I mostly use that in my daily planner for daily things, but just in case I have that pulled out as well. This month I have a couple of arcs I need to read, so I need to mark those down so I don't forget about them. And then against my better judgment, I'm participating as a competitive team in the Amazing Readathon. I said I wasn't going to do competitive readathons this year because it's a really bad idea. I get too sucked into them, but I'm going to try to keep it under control. And I know that my life gets extremely busy starting in July because I'm going to have a lot of work things going on for pretty much the rest of the year after that. So I do kind of want like a last hurrah. And the Amazing Readathon is probably my favorite readathon to participate in. Especially amongst the competitive ones. So I'm gonna do it even though it's a bad idea, when we're gonna just see how it goes. So I am going to set that up as well, and I will talk about that briefly once I get that set up. But I'm just gonna do all the setup-y bits like I usually do here at the beginning, and then I will be back to talk through how it is going. All right, well that took far longer than I expected, but I do love how this font turned out. I tried to use kind of like a pseudo retro font, but make it really square. And I think that turned out really cute. I have 2 arcs I still need to get to this month. If I add something, I still have a little space to put another one in. And then I started the Amazing Readathon details. I just put in the team and the starting power-ups. I actually honestly didn't even put in our bonus, which is strong family elements, which I don't know if I should like put that somewhere. Perhaps. Here, we can do this. So I'm just making like this loose all caps font for this stuff. So the bonuses are LG, BT. Do we stick the Q on here? Before the plus? Yeah, we're going with this number. And then strong family elements. All right, well that's already half a page. I'm definitely gonna need more space as we go through things, but that's fine. I'm just gonna start filling in the first place we attend here and the prompt, and then I'll start filling some things in underneath it probably. We'll see how that goes. Last year it took a lot of space, but I just end up continuing on to whatever page I'm on to next, pending where I am with adding books. But I think that's all I'm going to have for today. So as always, please like and subscribe below if you haven't already. I really appreciate it. It helps me out. Let me know what you're excited for in June. Are you participating in the Amazing Readathon? If so, what team are you on? Let me know about that or other readathons you're excited about. And then follow me on Instagram and Blue Sky at Creative Life of Liz. I show in progress and finished spreads of my planners, bits and pieces of my life, what I'm reading, all that good stuff. And until next time, bye.